Hi, welcome to LSB Features Radio Channel, where we keep great radio from the past alive. And today, we're actually going to feature something a little different. TV. In fact, we're going to Philadelphia and WPVI-TV 6, ABC 6 as they call it, and Jim Gardner from Action News. Jim Gardner started at the TV station back in 1976 and became their main 6 and 11 p.m. anchor back in 1977 and held that job successfully as the #1 anchor in town for most of those years, right up until 2022 when he retired. I watched him almost every night as a kid growing up. I grew up in the Philly area. I admired him as a kid, and I wanted to do what he did. He's part of the reason I got into broadcasting and was actually in TV broadcasting for a while. He led me to actually get a degree in communications. And what a successful career. 46 years on Action News in a TV business where you normally bounce around from one city to another. He came from Buffalo to Philly and stayed there. And what a great job he did. Rock solid, friendly, but still made the news important and easy to understand. This recording features his final newscast. It's the highlights of that last newscast and his goodbye to his Philadelphia audience. It's Jim Gardner on Action News on WPVI-TV 6 Philadelphia.
Action News, Delaware Valley's leading news program, with Deuces Rogers, meteorologist Cecily Tynan, and Jim Gardner.
Wednesday night, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky pays a visit to President Biden at the White House, and 2 water main breaks on the same street flood Manayunk this morning. But the big story on Action News tonight is an AccuWeather alert. All is quiet now, but heavy rain arrives tomorrow, and Friday temperatures will literally crash to brutally cold levels. Let's get right to meteorologist Cecily Tynan and the latest information from AccuWeather. Cecily?
And Jim, this is the calm before the 2-day storm. The main low I'm tracking is still across northern plains.
They say they will be standing by with salt trucks to treat the roads as soon as they are able. Reporting live in Pensacola, New Jersey, Trish Hartman, Channel 6 Action News. And Jim, on your last broadcast, thank you for everything. It's truly been an honor.
Thank you for you, Trish. Thank you. We have breaking news from West Philadelphia, where police arrested the shooting suspect. The suspect wanted for shooting a Philadelphia Parking Authority enforcement officer. 39-year-old Termaine Salisbury was arrested near 55th and Girard today. So I always follow the direction from my producer, Jamie Shore, and she has instructed me to turn this newscast now over to the two of you.
All right, and we're honored.
Yes, you have no more control.
Too. We're taking over. Jim, this is a bittersweet day as the final minutes tick away on your very last 6 p.m. broadcast.
And we are thrilled to be celebrating you with you.
And today's pretty exciting. Your daily commute to work was anything but routine this afternoon. I mean, take a look at this. We would like to thank the Radnor Police Department, who provided an escort for the one and only on his special day. A fitting tribute for this journey you've taken for 46 years.
Police escort to work. And we are not the only ones celebrating Jim Gardner. You have been a staple in homes across the Delaware and Lehigh Valleys every single night. This is a live scene right now across from our 6abc studios. Tonight the viewers are showing up for you. Signs that say, oh, you can hear them. Thank you. Right on cue.
Fantastic.
Your final newscast is a sport for some. Diehard Jim Gardner fans have turned out. They've been tailgating Jim all afternoon, and in true Jim Gardner fashion, Jim went out there this afternoon. So rub some elbows and shake some hands and say thank you. That is awesome.
And we would like to know how you, the viewers, are celebrating Jim and watching this final newscast. Share with us at 6abc.com/Jim Gardner. And Jim, I want to tell you, you have about 17 minutes to change your mind. No hard feelings if you just want to stay here a little longer.
I've got a very hoarse voice, so it makes my voice lower. And that's happening because the seamless transition to Brian Taft.
You sound just like him.
Will now be even more seamless. All right. You had him. Thank you, guys. What did you say?
I thought she had you.
I was trying.
You got me. We'll be back with what Cecily and Deuces really do best, The AccuWeather forecast plus Eagles prepare for their Christmas Eve clash with the Cowboys when we continue in just a moment.
The big story on Action News.
It was here that Pope John Paul II delivered Mass. The hostages have come home to American soil. This past weekend marked the end of an era in Philadelphia, the final footnote to a storybook career. And so the question is, what is next for the Soviet Union? In Wiesbaden, West Germany, in the Holy Land.
I'm Jim Gardner, Channel 6 Action News at the White House.
I can't tell you what a thrill it is.
For the city and for every individual fan who bleeds green.
We're not going to argue about this again.
Depend on the Action News team.
Two best guys in the world to be here for everything.
That's correct.
That was really nice, Jim. I really appreciate that.
The least I could do.
Mine was a professional life well lived.
So, as some of you might know, this was my last shot anchoring the 6 o'clock news at Channel 6 and trying to get it right. The first time was May 11th, 1977. I was 6 days short of my 29th birthday. Foremost on my mind was trying to avoid humiliating myself and embarrassing this television station. But there were enough talented and truly supportive people holding me up so that we avoided a disastrous start. I was searching for my voice and probably didn't really find it until the Pope came to town in 1979, and we did 2 full days of unscripted television. Everybody seemed to think we did a good job. I thought I did too. It was only after that experience that I finally felt worthy to represent the efforts of the members of the Action News team. And in my mind, that's when we, and I mean you and I, really started this journey together, a journey that ends tonight. In fact, we traveled through much of our lives together. I've been reading comments from so many of you about how you once watched us with your parents, even your grandparents, and now that you're a parent or even a grandparent, we are still part of your day, a part of your world. That sense of being engaged in a generational relationship has been profoundly satisfying to me and to my colleagues. I do appreciate all the kindnesses and even expressions of sadness that some viewers have relayed to me over the past year and especially over the last number of weeks. But what I need you to know is how much I'm going to miss you. We have long had an unstated agreement, you and I. I like to say that we formed a covenant years ago. We give you respect and our commitment to reporting in a no-nonsense way those things that are important to you and making sure that what we tell you is accurate and fair. But we also promise to share in your joys and your sadnesses, your triumphs and your losses, because they are ours too. We are all members of the same community, and we have the same very high stakes in its well-being. And in return for all of this, you gave us just one thing, your trust. Well, maintaining that trust became the most important motivator for me, coming to work every day and doing the absolute best job that I could. And that's why I feel so good about the future of the 2 newscasts where I hung out for all these years. Rick Williams has quickly made Action News at 11 his own broadcast with the help of astoundingly good producers and so many other Action News folks. And if there is another anchor who feels more committed to furthering our unique relationship with you, I'd like to meet him or her. Brian Taff is a consummate journalist who will easily be the smartest person ever named to be anchor of Action News at 6. And like Rick has done at 11, Brian will join the magnificent Cecily Tynan and, Deuces, to form the best 6 o'clock anchor team in America. I can't let this broadcast end without saying that I have adored working with Jamie Shore, who has produced Action News at 6 since 2011. Jamie, we have run a marathon together, and predictably, you carried me over the finish line. My wife Amy and son Jesse are in the back of the studio right now. Amy, you have been and continue to be my beacon. And Jesse, you are a shining star. And I can feel the light of my other children even from a distance. Permit me a final word, if you would. The American free press has been under attack, not by forces from other countries, but from elements embedded in our own society and even our own government. It worries me deeply. And it both feeds into and exploits people's lack of understanding of what the founders intended, the kind of democracy that the U.S. and only a handful of other nations aspire to. Thomas Jefferson said to John Jay in 1786, "Our liberty cannot be guarded but by the freedom of the press, nor that be limited without danger of losing it." Jefferson would concur. No, we are not the enemy of the people. Serving the people, you, the people of the tri-state area, with responsible and unbiased journalism, this is our mission now and in the future. And if we falter, you damn well better let us know, for your benefit and for ours. Brian Taft will be sitting in this chair tomorrow night at 6, and I won't be terribly surprised if he is still sitting here decades from now. Funny how that seems to happen here at Action News. ABC's World News Tonight with David Muir is next on Channel 6, and then please join Rick Williams, Cecily Tynan, and Deuces Rogers for Action News at 11 here on Channel 6. For the entire Action News team, I'm Jim Gardner. Good night.
News is sponsored by Jefferson Health. Don't delay your care. Make your health a priority. Call 1-800-JEFF-NOW or visit jeffersonhealth.org/to-do.